Here after WPI's 19-12 victory over Springfield, head coach Steve Hall, senior Brian Amato. And Brian, we'll start with you at third period. Escape got WPI going. Talk about your bout.
So I was pretty happy with our match. I know it was my last match. I'm going to wrestle at WPI, so I was really pumped up for that. And just excited to go out with a strong note.
You've had a lot of milestones here at AWPI, your 62nd career win, but your first ever here in Harrington. Talk about the atmosphere here this evening.
Yeah, it's a really cool atmosphere. I mean, we're used to wrestling in the big rec center where it's more open and not as cool of a crowd, so it was definitely exciting to go out in my last match in a gym like Harrington.
Steve, when you were here, this was considered huge compared to Alumni Gym. Quickly talk about the atmosphere here, something different today.
Yeah, it's nice. We had, we're back to back with the women's basketball, team, and that was a nice thing. Had a nice crowd here today to end out our home season, and we haven't been here in at least a dozen years. So yeah, it was nice to be back here, and I haven't been back here in a wrestling match in something like 30 years, so it was nice.
And Steve, I know you like the heavyweights, but you got to look at the lighter weights. And today you got your first 3 victories on moves in the third period by your first 3 guys. Just talk about the boost that those guys gave you today.
Yeah, well, listen, the main thing when we talked about this as a team, I mean, there's a lot of things that we were not happy with. I mean, we're a little sloppy. We got down in some matches, but the key thing to this whole duel is all the way up through the lineup, we competed to the last whistle and came out with those 1-point wins. That there's a difference between a dual win and a dual loss.
And Brian, the unique thing of having to weigh in again tomorrow, I'm sure you're pumped about that, but it ought to be very good preparation, as in 2 weeks. You got to hope 10 guys have to do that the second day at regionals. Just to talk about that challenge and the way you're looking forward to meeting that challenge tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way around it. It definitely sucks weighing in twice, but I think it is good in the end because at regionals in 2 weeks we're going to have to do the same thing. So I think we'll be prepared. Everybody's mentally ready to go into regionals and have those 2-day wins.
Again, WPI, a 19-12 victory over Springfield here to close out the home season at Wesleyan, and a try tomorrow before the Futures next weekend and NCAA regionals the weekend after. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us and best of luck.